welcome to my channel, and today we're talking about some commonly misunderstood things when it comes to art. So these things are art stealing, copying, tracing, and references. So starting with references. References are like something that a lot of artists use to like see what they want to achieve in their art. You can find really good references on Pinterest and sometimes Google. I use references to help me like look for good poses that I want to put my characters in. But some people say they're like cheating, but they aren't, because lots of artists use them every time they draw, really. It's good for like drawing things you're struggling with or just drawing in general. Next we have tracing. So tracing is when you like take someone's art and then trace over it and basically just claim it as yours, even though it's not. And it's wrong to do that because someone else took the time to make that. Now you're copying all the proportions and every detail about it. But the thing is, some people don't realize that tracing can be good for people learning how to do art, and I use it a lot. So I know that sounds wrong, but let me explain. So sometimes what people will do, and including myself, is you will trace over the drawing general shapes that are in the drawing. Like the torso might be more of a square and the hip might be like kind of out and then it goes back in, and then just like ovals for the heads and general shapes of that art style. And then you can better see and understand the shapes you need to draw, and then you can draw those shapes on your own and then define it to kind of create the body shape and just the general like look of the character. Also be helpful when you're drawing something realistic. You can trace over where the general like spots are, like where the nose is and where the chin ends and where the top of the head is and where the sides of the heads are, and then you can kind of paint it, and then you can really like get correct proportions, and it can be really helpful. I actually did that with a drawing of a blue heeler dog I did, and it turned out pretty good actually. So yeah, that's something tracing can be helpful with. Right, on to copying. So copying art is basically when you use, sometimes people will use a reference and then you are drawing it. You are most of the time the one drawing it, but you copy all the details and you copy the original character that the artist made, and then you say that the character is your original character, but it's not your original design. And that is art copying because, well, you're just copying someone's design and character. Now, sometimes artists will post like free to use OC designs. Then that's completely fine to use them because they're free to use, and that's what the artist posted them for. So that's completely fine. But other than that, you shouldn't post like someone else's character design as your own. It's okay if you draw someone else's character, that's just fan art, but if you're claiming it as your own character, then that's wrong. Finally, we have art stealing. So it's kind of sad that this actually happens quite a lot online. It's basically when someone will find an artwork and they will screenshot it and post it claiming it's their own. Now, there are a few exceptions, not many actually. If you take a screenshot, post it, and then say that you're just reposting it and that it's not yours, that's fine as long as the artist didn't specifically say, please don't repost this. When doing that, it's very clear that you need to like credit the artist that made it, just so it's clear it's not yours. And something artists will do to prevent people from stealing their art is they'll put watermarks, which is basically just something saying that it's their art on, and some people will remove the watermarks and then post it, which is really, really wrong. But something else artists can do is they can create a new layer, write the watermark all over it, and then lower the opacity way down so you can barely see it. So it's not too distracting from the art, but it's everywhere so people can't remove it without spending hours, honestly. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any ideas for any speed paint videos I could do, please leave a comment, because I'd love to hear them, because I don't have many ideas and I don't know what you guys would like to see. So goodbye and happy drawing!